Shalom. This is sheet number 2 of our analyzation of Machlokas Rishonim on Sefer Devarim, and we're going to study today Parak Aleph Pasuk Yud Bet of Yud Beis of Sefer Devarim. The pasuk, we're going to see the pasuk and the commentary of Rashi and the commentary of the Ramban. So you should have in front of you a chumash with both the commentary of Rashi and the Ramban. We're going to read it through together, the applicable parts, and then you will use the sheet to analyze what you need to analyze. Okay, the questions on the sheet. The pasuk says as follows: Echa esel levadi, tarchechem umasachem v'ririchem. How can I alone carry your troubles, your entreaties, and your quarrels? Moshe Rabbeinu is telling Bnei Israel that before he appointed other judges to help him based on his father-in-law's advice, he asks a simple question: how can I carry all of this, all of what you are trying to get me to do, all by myself? Now, we're going to look at first the Ramban's commentary on these words, and then we're going to look at what Rashi explains on these words. The words that I'm talking about are 3 particular words, right? They are tarchechem, masechem, v'ririchem, which altogether means the burden that Bnei Israel put on Moshe Rabbeinu, but Rashi and the Ramban have 2 distinct understandings of what exactly that burden was, and that's what we're going to analyze. So let's open up our Ramban, his commentary to the Chumash, and see what he says on Pasuk Yud Beis. Tarchechem u'masechem v'ririchem. V'tam tarchechem u'masechem v'ririchem al derech hapshat. Says according to the simple meaning of these 3 words, Ramaz Moshe Rabbeinu Lehem Shloshas Devarim Shamri Lo Yisro Shuaya Osalam. Moshe was alluding to what he said to Bnei Israel, the 3 things that he told Yisro that Moshe regularly did for the Jewish people. Like Ramban says, Moshe Parashti Sham, like he explained in Shemos when this episode happened. Remember, Sefer Devarim is a repeat. So this is Moshe Rabbeinu repeating to this new generation of Bnei Israel what had happened in his dealings with Yisro. V'yizkirim Yisrael b'remetz, and Moshe mentioned them to the Bnei Israel sort of like as a hint, right? He didn't say them straight out. Amar tarchechem, keneged v'odadati es chuki Elokim v'storasav. He said, your trouble, right? Tarchechem means what he told Yisro, that I told the laws to Bnei Israel. Ki tarach gadol ha'u l'ilmod liyotzei Mitzrayim ha'chukim v'atoros u'perusho v'sodam. For it involved great trouble to teach the laws of the Torah, the explanations, and the deep meanings to them to the generation that left Mitzrayim. That is tarchechem. V'hizkir masachem. What does the word masachem mean? Kineged lidrosh Elokim shu inyan tefillah shemispala aleim. Moshe then said your entreaties, meaning to his second responsibility that Moshe had to the people, as he told Yisro that the people come to me to seek Hashem, which means prayer, that Moshe Rabbeinu prayed for them. V'hu milashon v'lenasas tefillah. Right, Masachem shares a shoresh to the word v'nasas, which in Melachim, in the pasuk v'al tisa ba'adam rina v'tefillah, and Yirmiyahu means and alludes to prayer. So Moshe Rabbeinu has 2 things he did for Bnei Israel. He taught them the laws and he prayed. And the third thing that he says is, right, says as follows: v'ririchem. What's the last thing? V'ririchem, right? Kipshuto. Inyan hamishpatim, right? What's the quarrels? It means the judgments that he had between 2 different parties, right? So 3 things the Ramban says that these mean. Tarchechem means Tarchechem means teaching them the laws and all the explanations of the mitzvos. Masechem was tefillah, was prayer. Urevachem was judging between quarrels that Bnei Israel had. Let's look at what Rashi says. Rashi has a different look at this. Echa esel levadi. How alone can I carry? Im omar, if I were to say that I should bear the burden of judging you by myself, l'kabel schar, in order that I receive reward, lo uchal, I wouldn't be able to. Zuhi shamarti lachem. This is what I said to you. Lo me'atzmi ani omar lachem. It's not on my own that I tell you this. Ela mipi HaKadosh Baruch Hu. All these laws come from God Himself. What are these 3 words according to Rashi? So look inside your commentary to Rashi. It says, Tarchechem, your trouble. Melame, this teaches us, Shayu Yisrael Tarchanim, that Bnei Yisrael were troublesome. Hayechem ahem roez baldino. If one of them would see the other litigant in the case that he is fighting against, Notzeach badin, if he saw that he was winning, Omer, he would say, Yeshli edim lavi, I have more witnesses to bring. Yeshli rayos lavi, I have more proofs to bring. Mosifani alechem dayanim, or I want to add more judges. In other words, the people they were sore losers. They would see that the case was going against them, and they would say, wait, I have more witnesses. Wait, I have more proofs. And they would elongate the case for no particular purpose. That's the first word, tarchechem. Umasachem, according to Rashi, and your burden. Molamed shahayu aprikorsim. We saw that they were heretics. They didn't believe in certain aspects of God, and in particular, Moshe Rabbeinu's authority that was divinely given to Moshe. Hikdim Moshe Latzeis, if Moshe came home early to judge the people, Amru, they would say, Mara ben Amram Latzeis. What did Amram saw that he had to leave so early? Shameino shafui betoch beso. Maybe things aren't calm in his house and he's having trouble with his family. Acher Latzeis, if he left later to go to judge, Amru, Mara ben Amram Shalot, why didn't he leave the house? What do you think? He's sitting and he's coming up with plans against Bnei Yisrael. Can you imagine Moshe, who gave his whole life to the Jewish people? The Jewish people sat there and suspected that he was really working against them. The chutzpah. He's planning against you. And he's thinking thoughts against you. That was the second thing that Moshe Rabbeinu couldn't take. The first thing was the fact that they would elongate all cases. The second thing was that they were suspicious of Moshe, that he wasn't doing the right thing. In your quarrels, Malame Shahayu Rognim. He saw that they were petulant, right? That they were testy and irritable. Right? They weren't pleasant to get along with. It was hard to talk to this nation. They would always give Moshe Rabbeinu trouble. These are the three words according to Rashi and the Ramban. And now it is up to you to take the sheet that's linked to this video. Look at the questions, think them through, use your brain, and I can't wait to hear what you come up with.